Let's move on to audio slash video. Audio. How about audio players? We got, for example, what do we have? We got the music, call it. Karen, you have that. We have the, for me, I think I have a bunch of those, but I think the one that I usually fall back onto is that power amp player. For some reason, I have other ones, but I don't know. Symphonia, I have that. Of course, I was in touch with the guy and earlier on last year, and I noticed that there have been some improvements and all of that, but I still go back to power amp as my chosen or preferred player. How about you guys? Sally? Yeah, I know you're a Spotify guy, right? Any other one that you use besides Spotify?
Yeah, I was about to say that I'm a heavy Spotify user, but for offline play, I'm going with Gone Mad.
Gone mad, but you haven't gone mad, but you like
No,
gone
I'm still sane.
mad. That boy. Karen, girl, how about you?
So I will merge the video players and audio players together. So for me, I like Gone Mad, of course, and I use it. Actually, it's my go-to music player. But I want to say that I will give my vote to VLC. Well, for one reason, which is the number of supported, or actually more than one reason. The first one is the number of supported formats. It's not only an audio player, it's an audio player and a video player. It's fairly accessible. Also, it doesn't have ads, and there is a real problem with media players currently on Android. Many of them are just full of ads, especially, of course, when we are talking about free media players. Ads are like becoming so much annoying to the point that they are ruining the UI of some of the applications. So I think this is one of the reasons that make me just think about VLC as a complete solution. Yeah, maybe it doesn't have some features, but it gets the job done, and it supports already many extensions. You can just throw whatever you want at it, and it's likely it will be able to play it with no issues. So for that reason, I'm going with VLC. But of course, if I want to select the second one as an honorable mention, of course, it will be the Gone Mad music player.
I agree with you with VLC. It's just like a beast, right? It supports just about everything. I think the other one that comes close to that type of support is probably maybe the MX player, for example. But like you said, VLC is there, and without ads, those ads can be annoying. And that could be another thing to consider when looking into other apps, even though it doesn't take away functionality. But if ads are getting in the way, for example, then that's something to be considered. So we got VLC. So we just have it together, both audio and video in this case. So John or Sally, where would you, or Sally, you already talked about Gone Mad is one of those, and besides the fact that Spotify is one of your go-tos.
Yeah.
What do you think about VLC or MX Player?
VLC is awesome. I can say that it's really good. Yeah, it's my go-to app on desktop, so it's really good on Android as well. I have it installed, but for some reason, for audio files, I have Gone Mad as default. But like for streaming audio, like M3U files or IPTV files, VLC is really doing a great job.
So I think that VLC is more like a jack of all trades, right? And it kind of
exactly.
does
like if you're thinking of audio and video together, I think VLC is the king.
Yeah, no question. John, what do you think?
I'm gonna exclude myself from voting in this category. So most of my video watching on my phone is on YouTube, and most of my music listening is on YouTube Music. And when I do play back local files, it's usually just with my default Samsung Music app or the default video player app on my Samsung phones. So it's like, and they both work fine for me when I need them. But yeah, so I don't really have much of an opinion on this category.
So technically, it's really hard to crown one here because things have changed a lot, right? We got streaming audio, streaming video, and most of those sites usually have their apps and all of that. For example, you just mentioned YouTube, for example. No one has music like YouTube has or audio like YouTube has. I mean, they have huge library, and so most of the times we just use, without even thinking, we just use the native apps for those. But so I think, though, that in reality, if we're to single out an app that kind of does everything else, regardless of where it's coming from, I think I will vote alongside with Karen for the VLC because of that support. So if you have an audio, something that you're not familiar with, something that's totally out of your realm, you've never heard of it before, the most likelihood is that VLC will handle that job. I haven't come across an audio format or some video format that VLC hasn't done it. So I think we should just give the crown to the VLC player, shall we?